What they do, what it is, this is Orion, aka Brass Balls, bringing you a deep dive tape stash to your phone, to your laptop, or your desktop, whatever it is. Please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Orion Hip Hop, where you can peep previous episodes of Deep Dive Tape Stash, as well as music from yours truly, obscure demos, and remixes. All things that I'm passionate about in this hip hop thing. Now, grab your goggles, because we gonna dive in deep. And this is an artist by the name of McGruff, straight out of Harlem. He was a member of Children of the Corn, the infamous group with Cameron, Murder Mace, and Big L. You feel me? First time I heard about McGruff was on Big L's first album, Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous. He had a dope verse on one of the posse cuts on that album. And then most recently, you may have heard McGruff on the first track off of this album that was recently released, posthumous album from Big L, which I think is a dope album in itself. So go check that out. You feel me? Now, before we start, I just felt I had to get into that, and no pun intended, the song that is out on this single being promoted is Before We Start. Produced by two legends, Heavy D and Tony Dufat. Now, Heavy D, I should not even have to explain this. If I do and you don't know who he is, you better, after you're done watching this and subscribing to my channel, you need to go do your homework on who Heavy D is, because he's a big part of this hip-hop shit, you feel me? And Tony Dufat is a producer who was down with Bad Boy, did a lot of production for Bad Boy and Uptown Records, so a lot of his credits are affiliated with artists between those two labels. First time I heard about Tony Dufat, to be honest with you, is on Making the Band. He was the producer that Puffy had in the studio, and I knew of the Hitmen, but I really didn't know about Tony Dufat, to be honest with you. And so I was like, who is this guy? And the dude has his credits to his name, and all of the songs on this tape, with the exception of one of the songs, was produced by them. The only song that wasn't produced by Heavy D and Tony Dufat was a song by the name of Who Holds His Own, produced by Spunk Bigga. And I'm gonna get into that track later. But McGruff released an album on Universal, which is what this tape single is promoting. This is more of a promo tape single, and the whole album was produced by Heavy D and Tony Dufat, with the exception of Who Holds His Own, produced by Spunk Bigga. Spunk Bigga is a producer that has his own credits to his name, producing for Tragedy Gaddafi, producing for a lot of different dope artists from back in the days, including an artist that I remember having his mixtape very obscure by the name of Kaleidoscope, from here in down south, Miami and shit. Spunk Bigga had a track on there that he produced. Let's get into these tracks though. Before We Start was supposed to be like the single after this, and it's got a notable sample in that it samples Teyana Gardner's Heartbeat, track that you've heard many of times sampled, whether it's Black Moon, two turntables and a mic, or De La Soul's Buddy. You've heard this beat a bunch of times. It kind of gets old. It's one of them tracks that has been used so many times over. And then there's a remix to the same song, Before We Start, that really doesn't have a sample, I could tell. It's just, it looks like a lot of just keyboard programming. To be honest, y'all, for the type of hip-hop I listen to, not my cup of tea. McGruff is a real dope MC from New York, no doubt, but this is kind of like Jiggy era type music, and for what I heard from him on Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous and other underground tracks that I had heard from him, I was expecting something a little bit harder than that, you feel me? Then there's the Gruff Express, which samples Kraftwerk's Trans-Euro Express. And now in the late 90s, Jiggy era, this was something that was very popular to do, so I understand why they did it, but to be honest with you, I wasn't feeling that one either. Many Know is a track that's on here that's really just a snippet, because once again, this is a sampler giving you a taste of his album to come. And then Who Holds His Own. To me, the best song on this tape single is Who Holds His Own. It's a little bit more personal, a little bit more of a deep track, and I like the vibes from it. Maybe because it is from Spunk Bigga's production arsenal, and I just wish it would have been the whole song rather than a snippet. This Is How We Do actually features Mr. Cheeks, but that's only on the album. If you have this tape, it doesn't have Mr. Cheeks on it because this is just a snippet. And once again, Jiggy vibes all over this. McGruff's album didn't do too well, and I think it had to do with the choice in production, to be honest with you. Much respect to Heavy D and Tony Dufat, but I think they went too too on the jiggy vibes, and I don't think they dived into who McGruff could really be as a lyricist on this album, because I have dived into the album before. Nonetheless, I'm glad it's in my collection. I can't really recall how I got this one in my collection. The tapes I have, I want to say it must have came in a bundle, or I must have found it at a thrift store. It's either one of the two, y'all. But it is what it is. Go check out McGruff's music. You be the judge of it. I can only give you my take on it, but I would love to hear your take. Please comment on this, repost, like, share, all of that. And by the way, description box, I have some links in there that you can peep McGruff, or also Tony Dufat, and just things that I think you might want to peep. Also, I have a GoFundMe in the description box for the homie One Lex, who's currently in the hospital, unfortunately fighting something, and I hope he gets out soon. If it's in your heart to donate to the brother, if you know the brother, then definitely go to the GoFundMe and donate. You feel me? All right, y'all. Peace.